Shalom, peace. This is another lesson. This is called Tithes of your produce. We're going to jump straight to the scriptures. Okay, 22nd verse. Thou shalt surely tithe all the increase of thy seed, that the field bringeth forth year by year. 23rd verse. And thou shalt eat before the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose to place his name there. The tithes of thy corn. Now let's stop right there. And I'm doing this lesson because there's a lot of Israelites out there, a lot of camps out there, even the Christian church. They don't really tell you what the tithes is really talking about. The tithes is talking about your produce. And as we read on, we're gonna get the understanding of what the tithes really are. Okay, so it says the tithes of thy corn, okay, that of thy wine, and of thine oil, and the first things of thy herds, and of thy flocks, that thou mayest learn to fear the Lord thy God always. So when it talks about the tithes are referring to your produce, okay, food and such, water, strong drink, wine, your flocks, so your ox, your goats, your sheep, so on and so forth. These are the tithes. Okay, let's read the 24th verse. And if the way be too long for thee, so thou art not able to carry it, or if the place be too far from thee, what's that place? That place is Jerusalem. Okay, we're going to read on. Which the Lord thy God shall choose to set his name there, when the Lord thy God hath blessed thee. Okay, 25th verse. Then shalt thou turn it into money. What are you going to turn into money? The produce, the things that you have. All those things that you were supposed to take to Jerusalem, you understand? All those offerings, so that the flocks, the wine, the oil and such, all those things right there, you're supposed to sell those things. Okay? You're supposed to sell, it says thou shalt turn it into money. So you're supposed to sell it now, and bind up the money in thine hand, and shalt go unto the place which the Lord thy God shall choose. 26th verse. And thou shalt bestow that money for whatsoever thy soul lusteth after, for oxen, or for sheep, or for wine, or for strong drink, or for whatsoever thy soul desireth. And thou shalt eat there before the Lord thy God. And thou shalt rejoice, thou and thine household. Okay, so that's just giving you just a basic rundown on what the tithes is all about. The tithes, y'all, is not talking about money. So all these camps receiving these money and all this different stuff, that's wickedness. That's not in the scriptures. And I was looking online. I said, let me see who's talking about this issue. So I said, you know what? I'm going to address this issue because I see a lot of camps setting up these GoFundMes and doing all this other stuff. And, they're really robbing the Most High. And I got scriptures on that too. So this is Malachi 3:8-10. Will a man rob Yahweh? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and in offerings. See that right there? So all you camps out there receiving money and being wicked and putting heavy burdens on men, taking their money from them, setting up these GoFundMe, these wicked, evil GoFundMe pages, you're breaking the commandments. Okay? You're going against the scriptures. Let's read the 9th verse. Ye are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. Okay, so you guys putting curses on yourself. You guys ain't being found blameless. You guys are putting curses upon yourself because you robbing the Most High and you lying to the people. Okay, you lying to the people. 10th verse. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, okay, the treasury, that there may be meat in mine house, and prove me now herewith. So you're supposed to prove the Most High. You're supposed to test the Most High. Save, okay, and prove me now herewith, save the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. So let's pull up right here. It says windows of heaven, right? What's the windows of heaven? Let's jump to Genesis 7:11. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day where all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. So when the windows of heaven opened up, what did it open up with? It opened up with rain. Let's pull up right here. But it says the windows of heaven. We're going to read that part. It says the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing. What's that blessing? That's that water. That there shall not be room enough to receive it. Meaning your crops are going to be bountiful. Okay? Your fruits. Okay? Your veg. Your produce is going to be bountiful. You understand? Because the Most High is going to bless you. The Most High is going to add to your, the Most High is going to bless you. Okay? So this is what the tithes is talking about. And this is going to be a quick video. This is what the tithes is talking about. So all you camps out there, robbing the Most High's people, robbing the Lord, claiming you're using the Bible, and you're trying to do this, you're trying to build this, you're trying to do that, the Most High is going to get you. Okay? The Most High is going to get you. The Most High said you're supposed to work by the sweat of your, roughly paraphrasing, the Lord said, by the sweat of your brow shall ye work. Okay? The prophets worked. The prophets had work. They didn't just read the scriptures and teach all day. The prophets worked. Some people, like Paul, for instance, Paul, he had a heavy ministry, and all he did was teach and travel around and try and he also, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he had trade. Paul made tents. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong about that, correct me, yo. But if I could be right with that. So my point is, you lot there are lying to the people. Okay, tithes is not money. The tithes is your produce. The tithes is the fruit offering. The tithes is the ox. The tithes is corn. The tithes is strong drink, wine, so on and so forth. An offering. Okay, so all you guys out there talking about, oh, let me get that envelope. You going off, and you're robbing the Most High, according to Malachi 3:8. You robbing the Lord, and the Lord gonna deal with you. Just to finish it off. See, when we read, I just want to make another point. It says, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. So, okay, and pour you out a blessing that there shall not be room enough to receive it. So we have already established that the pouring out is that water from the windows of heaven. The Most High is going to pour out that water, and you're going to receive a blessing. That blessing is going to be your crops. Okay, the Most High is going to increase your crops, increase your produce. Let's jump to 2 Corinthians 9 and 6. Right quick, okay? 2 Corinthians 9, 6 is the 7. It says, but this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly. And he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully. Every man according as he purposeth in his heart. So in your heart, let's read on. So let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity. For Yahweh loveth a cheerful giver. Okay? So whatever you sow, this is going back to your produce now. Whatever you sow, okay, whatever increase you got of your fruits and so on and so forth, your vegetables, your offerings and what have you, whatever increase you may have, okay, you give that unto the Lord. You give it to, well, really the Levites, because this is really dealing with the Levites got the offering because they were the lawgivers and they taught the law. So the majority, because they were the ones that dealt with the scriptures. Okay, so the offerings went to them primarily, right? Because when you giving really unto the Lord, because the Levites were really of the Lord. Okay, so at the end of the day, this is a short lesson. I'm gonna close it out. I hope you brethren out there got the understanding of this, because and I just had to bring this out because a lot of camps don't talk about this, and there's a reason as to why they don't talk about the tithes and what tithes really are. You understand? And the main focus, the main reason why, because they want that money. They want to live that lavish lifestyle. You understand? They want to live that lavish lifestyle off the backs of you flunkies out there. You know what I mean? All these leaders out here are using the camps, using the people for money, robbing the Most High, claiming that they need it for schools, claiming that they need it for this and they need it for that. But then when you look around, you don't see nothing. You don't see them developing anything. You don't see them producing nothing with the money. You understand? Or you see them as just living good. Okay? But God gonna check them. God gonna check them according to Malachi 3 and 8. The Most High gonna put a curse on them and finish them off if they don't repent. But, I had to bring this out. It was long overdue. Shalom to you brethren out there. And stay strong. Peace.